Hey YouTube, Robbie comes to you guys here with another cool deck profile for Edison format. This one's a little different, and this one's kind of a homebrew slash, I took inspiration from Jarrell Winston's list that topped this event, and that is Lightsworn Monarch. So really just kind of gains a lot of advantage and pushes with Monarch cards. So we'll get through it. One Light and Darkness Dragon for tempo, and then 6 Monarchs in general. Yeah, these cards were just really good. Raza was just kind of crazy. And then 2 Cyber Dragons, so you can kind of get the Monarchs off live quicker. 1 Trooper, just because you kind of want to mill some of the cards in the deck, and I'll show you what they are. And then 1 Treeborn Frog, because it's really important to get your Monarchs off live quickly, and this card is kind of the way to do it. In the Lightsworn engine, we have 2 Lila, 2 Jane, 1 Lumina, a Wolf, just because you can mill it and just, it's a free monster tribute. 3 Raikou, and with the 3 Raikou come 2 Hamster. I don't know if you guys can see that all completely, my bad if you can't. So, I mean, really the Lightsworn card kind of just give you an edge over a lot of the other like slower decks with like Jane, Wolf, and then you still have Tribute Fodder with these. Really, it just did a lot. Then we have the 1 Plague Spreader and 1 Dandelion for other graveyard kind of cards. 1 Sangan. And then we do play 1 Honest in the deck, just to make like sure your Lightsworns can get through to stuff. And then we play 1 Sork, Trag, and Gores. These cards are just really good, and this deck is not really that trap heavy, so you kind of need a little bit of a tempo base with Trag. Then we have all the Lightsworn cards here. These 3 or 4 cards. Then Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial getting you quite a good bit in this deck, actually. These 4 are probably... Yeah, these 4 are your big ones to go for. So, yeah. Kind of a good card. Kind of cool. And then the staple goes to Brain Control. No Bookman in this deck, not really needed. But with Treeborn Frog, we are kind of playing in an aggro deck with Econ. You can just take Stardusts and take other things, and it's really nice. 1 Avarice. And then the 2 trap cards we play are the more 2 staple cards. We don't want to have Judgment sitting in our back row for too long because of Treeborn Frog. And this deck is kind of a faster paced deck that's aggro. So yeah, extra deck. We do play 2 Chimera Tech just because we play 2 Cyber Dragon, and this extra deck's really free. Then the 1 Gazaris again, and then just Armory Arm, Cataster, Android, Brionic, Yo-Yo, Black Rose Dragon is our only 7, and then we play the slew of 8s like normal, and we also play Dark End Dragon just because of the Plague Spreader and Caius play being kind of super available. And then Mistworm, just because of Lumina, Summon a 4-star, Plague Spreader. So yeah, that's the Lightsworn Monarch deck, guys. This deck is definitely a little harder to play at first, because you really have to understand the tempo of the deck. When it's like, do I normal summon a Lightsworn? When do I use a Monarch? Should I tribute a Monarch for a Monarch? Or do I push with a Monarch first and do some damage, and then try to gain advantage with another Caius afterwards? It's a lot of like those weird, intricate kind of things that like makes this deck kind of cool, but it's also just really fun to play. All right, guys, thanks, and I hope to catch you guys again later with another deck profile. Bye!